Hey, man, shut up. What? The intro going, man. Hey, how you doing? I hope it's good. So today we got some Degeneracy with A to Z. IRL streamer facing federal charges for this stream. I wonder what he did. I guess we're gonna find out. All right, let's get to this.
This Kick streamer was facing federal charges after live streaming himself vandalizing a million-year-old landmark, and now
Is that an
he's bragging
exaggeration?
about it.
Is that an exaggeration or a legit million?
There you go.
How you doing, sir?
What's up?
How you doing? I'm Rich Gratz with Park Service. I'm here to talk to you about a few things today. You have your ID on you, sir?
Yeah. What seems to be the problem first?
So meet Ton Con No, better known as Crazy Ton on Kick. According to his bio on his channel, he's an IRL streamer who travels around the world to explore the wonders of our beautiful planet in his trusty Toyota Prius. However, his name has now made some headlines for defacing one of America's most iconic natural landmarks, but nothing more than an unofficial platform promotion stunt for Kick.com. So on January 5th, the guy decided to stream his visit to Arizona's Horseshoe Bend, part of the Grand Canyon. And if you're not familiar with Horseshoe Bend, it's an amazing natural formation that took 5 to 6 million years to create. The Colorado River.
Where he be getting these jackets from? I don't like the design on this one, but it looked comfortable as well. It don't look as comfortable as the other ones, but it still look comfy. And it's massive still.
Carved it through sandstone for centuries, making it a nearly perfect horseshoe-shaped bend, which is why it's called that. It's one of the most photographed spots in the entire Grand Canyon and is on the bucket list for people all around the world. Now, while most people would be satisfied with taking pictures, enjoying the views, and maybe if you're a live streamer, just live streaming your experience there, that wasn't enough for Crazy Ton here, because he wanted to live stream himself carving Kick.com into the rock there.
Can you get a small piece of flat rock? You could sit it on counter and van as a hot plate to sit hot.
Okay, but I don't understand. It's already stuff carved over here. What's the problem?
Put kick.com real quick. If it works out, let's see.
Like if you go walk on it,
Okay, that works.
right? And like the air naturally does this. What's wrong with him doing this?
Took a lot of work. Took a lot of work, chat.
He says this will be gone eventually, chat, not permanent.
Oh yeah, the rain will wash that away over time.
Yeah, so he carved that into some ancient sandstone. I think it'll take a little bit longer than what he anticipated there for it to be gone. I mean, this whole situation is just one big, why are you doing that, dude?
Okay, yeah, I agree. Why are you doing that? There's no real need to do that. But at the same time, what's wrong with him doing that? Okay, maybe they got some law.
This isn't even close to being like as serious of a crime as what I often cover here on this channel. But like the punishment he was facing honestly surprised me because I had no idea you can get in that kind of trouble for this kind of thing. So according to the official reports and court documents, they were very accurate by saying he carved a 36-inch long and 6-inch tall and a 1/4-inch deep sentence into the rock. And of course, he did all that while broadcasting it to about 3,600 viewers. And while he was live streaming, someone decided to call the park rangers on him. Because, you know, with so many of these live streamers, the viewers want to see them in hot water because that's what makes things interesting for them. It just seems like the whole meta and format on Kick.com IRL streaming is more on live streams himself doing the dumbest things possible. And the viewers are like, all right, let's get this moron in trouble for doing these things live. And then everyone just kind of sits here and is like, all right, let's see how that pans out. And things certainly panned out as a National Park Service ranger then showed up to confront him the next day about the vandalism.
But I don't understand.
A lot of you guys know.
I don't understand. There has got to be like animals that live there and do every day. Pee, do, die. What's the problem? He ain't leaving no trash. It ain't like he did it with a rock that was already there. Like, what is the problem?
I've been traveling a lot internationally recently for my videos. And the big problem I used to have was once I landed, I didn't have any data. So then I had to try to find some sort of telecom store to then go buy a SIM so then I could get data in whatever country I was in. And after a long flight, that was a miserable experience. I would rather watch paint dry on a wall than do that again. Thankfully, there's a massive solution to that problem, which is Saley, because now that I'm traveling, all I had to do was download Saley beforehand, buy the plan, and then once I arrive, I can just switch my SIM because it's an eSIM, so I don't even have to go to any store to physically pick up anything. So if you're going abroad this summer or anytime soon for work, Saley might be the perfect solution for you.
So if you scan the QR code here,
Or click the link in the description down below and use code Atozy, you'll get 15% off.
There you go. All right, let's get back to it.
They're not happy with our
SIM, so you can use your continue the video. So continuing the story, when confronted, this was his excuse.
What seems to be the problem first?
I'm here to talk to you about you defacing landscapes within the National Park Service. So yesterday, when you were at Horseshoe Bend, you were scratching kick.com into the rocks.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That is a federal offense, okay? You were also throwing rocks. Reviewed the video.
Yeah.
Okay, throwing rocks.
I didn't know you could do it. If I knew, I would even have done it.
Okay.
I saw other people thinking, I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, it is a common thing, but it is.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't even
Do
know.
you have your ID on you, sir?
Do you think
Wait.
he's being serious here? Or is he just playing stupid? Like, did he genuinely not know, or did he just think it's not that serious?
I
used
wouldn't
to
have
live in
thought
Arizona
that
for a few
you could get in
years, and
trouble
I've
for
been to
that.
the Grand Canyon quite a bit. And even if you don't see the signs that are all over the place saying,
there's
"Hey,
signs?
don't carve in the rock."
Oh, okay.
it's kind of
Okay. Hey. There we go. He's wrong. Absolutely. Then there's the problem. There is a problem. Because I'm thinking, okay, well, if he just went here to view it, which is a part of Earth, and everybody on this planet should have the right to, why can't he carve something in the rock that's going to eventually disappear? What's the problem? Whoever owned the land or got the rights to the land, they don't do it. And they put signs up saying don't do it. And he did it anyways. Okay, there we go. He broke a rule. I understand now.
no-brainer that you don't carve kick.com into rock formations that are millions of years old.
It's a
I guess you
stupid
could
rule,
argue that
but I
many
get it.
rock formations are millions of years old, but let's not do this in our national parks.
Yeah,
I mean,
because then
just-
everybody would do it. Everybody that go there would want to do that. Oh, did you hear that it takes up to 10,000 years for this to disappear? Let's leave something here for 10,000 years. You know, or something stupid. Like no, and then it'd be the whole Earth be tattooed with a bunch of random stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just nah. I get it.
This guy doing this on Kick, and especially engraving Kick into the rock, is just incredibly tone deaf. However, the vandalism at Horseshoe Bend is a problem because the entire area is protected by federal archaeology and historic preservation laws. And not only that, as I mentioned earlier, the
Hold on. Historical archaeology. Archaeologists dig. How does archaeologists dig? So if what's over there? What's over there? It's something over there, right? It's got to be something. It has got to be something over there. If you can't even carve into the ground a little bit, federal offense, but the archaeologists can. What's over there? That's you see what I'm saying? Like, what's over there that you don't want us to find, but you want the people that you can control to find it for y'all? Like, what's over there, or down there, in there, or around there? What is it? It's got to be something. You see, you got to think deeper. You got to think deep when you know what I'm saying? It's. I think we should start a conspiracy. I think we should start. Let's. You want to start a conspiracy? What is that? Colorado? Let's start the horseshoe river thing. Let's start a conspiracy. The federal government is hiding something over there. That's why only archaeologists and nobody else can dig around over there. Right? Because why not? Now, I think we should spread that. Let's just put that out there. Cause why not? Let's just you never know where that could be, where that could land. It that might end up with 100,000 people just there with like shovels and spoons and excavators and stuff. Big. And that's probably what they didn't want. Because they're hiding something or they're trying to find something. We're going to figure it out.
States there's signs all around the area explicitly telling travelers not to carve into the sandstone because obviously
Where's that at?
defacing a natural feature in
no
national
carving.
parks is prohibited. According to the affidavit, he used significant effort to deepen the inscription into the
I didn't
rock
carve, I
by
scratched.
going over the area multiple times with force and friction. Usually, the National Park Services takes violations like this very seriously. For example, in 2020, when 3 men were banned from Yellowstone National Park after being caught cooking chicken in one of the thermal hot springs. Back then, the officer said it was illegal to touch or throw objects into the hot springs or other hydrothermal
Can't you-
features in the park.
What?
They were also sentenced to 2 years in probation, and they were also strictly banned from the park and fined between $500 and $1,200. And earlier in April, 2 tourists were also found guilty of damaging 140 million year old sandstone formations, but
God.
just in a harsher way than Crazy Town did most recently. This happened in Nevada's Lake Mead National Park, and they were both set to be sentenced on July 8th. The whole point of designating these areas as protected lands is to preserve them in their natural state, so everyone can enjoy these places without human intervention.
Now, okay. Now hear me out. I'm basing this off of some like TV shows and possible historical facts. There's so many spots in America that I'm pretty sure some different demographic of people was probably like, hey, what y'all doing? What is this? Who is what's up with that? Who are these people here? You getting sick too? What's up with this? You know, and then stuff happen historical, you know. So why that? Why this area of land? Because a horseshoe? It looked like a horseshoe, huh? What's over there? That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. It's something over there. It's something over there. It's something over there, and whatever is over there is either expensive, important, or it's highly valuable, right? Because they willing to, you know what? Just whatever.
That's why national parks often operate under a do not harm, do not leave a trace policy, so everyone can enjoy them for generations to come. But defacing national parks is considered a federal crime. Crazy Town could have faced up to a year in prison and $100,000 as fines as a maximum penalty, which is just absolutely wild, because that is way more than I ever expected for the punishment to be. However, when he appeared in court on April 25th, he was fined just $350. So in perspective, that's less than parking in a handicapped spot in any large city here in the US.
Rock, drawn, gone wrong. Didn't go wrong at all. It went right. $350 fine.
So I guess he was pretty much fined exactly what I thought he would be. That risk, though, is crazy. But he then continues the stereotype that so many of these Kick IRL streamers are just absolute scumbags, and continues to brag about how much he profited off of this whole incident.
Sponsors reached out to me to get me a van. So that $350 that the haters did for me actually got me over $30,000 to $50,000. Who the went wrong? It went right. You dumb mother. It went right. It didn't go left. It went right. What the is this? The judge in there was like, dude, she was like looking at me like, bro, I'm sorry you're going through this. Like, she even did look like, bro, I know there's other carvings on there, but you just were live streaming it. So we have to make you pay a fine. But she even looked like, I know there's tons of carvings on there.
Yeah, I mean, while the dude is incredibly tone deaf, he claims it all worked out.
If that was said,
the risk of $100,000 as a fine, though, doesn't really seem worth it to me. But because, I mean, hey, you are simply gambling with what judge you get. But most likely, just like me, he probably had no idea of the potential fines and the prison time that he could have landed into by doing all this. I probably had no idea of the potential fines and the prison time that he could have landed into by, just like me, he probably had no idea of the potential fines and the
Don't worry.
prison time that he could have landed into by doing all this. I mean, the bar has just been set so low for all these IRL streamers, and it just feels like carving some text into the Grand Canyon. That's probably like the lightest thing I've covered an IRL streamer do. Yeah. Still, every time something like this happens, it doesn't really matter the scale. It just only reinforces the negative stereotypes about these concepts. It doesn't really matter the scale.
Not important.
It just only reinforces the negative.
AZ, what's up with this, man? What games you trying to play, man? Huh? Why you doing that? You just, and it's all to the side and stuff like that. I can't with it. I'm slightly slow, man. Come on, man. You got it. Come on, man.
Stereotypes about these content creators. But because of this guy, for years to come, Horseshoe Bend visitors will see Kick.com carved into the rock, which is why I guess we just can't have nice things anymore. But that was the story about a Kick streamer carved into the rock, which is why I guess we just can't have nice things anymore. But that was the story of how a Kick streamer managed to get federal charges from a dumb decision during a live stream. But if you're traveling this summer, again, feel free to check out Saley for a great deal on an eSIM so you can use your phone abroad just like you would at home, and use code Atozy for 15% off of that. But other than that, feel free to subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Peace. A to Z. But if you're still watching the video at this point, I greatly appreciate it. If you have a video suggestion you want to see us react to, please put that in the comments below. We'll add it to the list and join the Discord. We are Driver Sat. It's the name of our Discord. Link in the description. I enjoyed this video. As always, A to Z. I'm kind of confused though as to why you can't, like, you know, like I get it. If it was a sign, it's a sign, whatever, but that's kind of stupid. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. If you like the video, thank you. If you subscribe, thank you. If you share with somebody, what you want from the gas station, I'm like, maybe I get paid. Thank you. Good luck.